folks, welcome back to episode 2 of the FrostyWhiskers series, and I am recording this literally straight after I recorded the last video. I have not even edited the last video yet. If you commented on the first video, I have not seen it yet, but I appreciate it and I will be looking at them and I will be implementing your comments going forwards. I just wanted to kind of get a couple of videos going to generate some momentum for this series. So let's crack on and do the last few steps of the tutorial. So we need to build a fabricator and a repair station. And then what I want to do, whilst we've still got access to the bunker and some fuel for the bunker, is prioritize getting the resources we need to survive. So we will look at doing that, but we'll get our last crappy water wheel built. Hopefully we can do that relatively quickly. Have we got any more pine resin available to harvest? Looks like we have. I'm just going to pause the game for a second. We'll look at the two buildings we've got to build. So we've got to build a fabricator. This is a big building based on the number cruncher that some of you know and love, with some cool modifications. So for that, we need 200 nano machines. We're almost there on that. And then planks and ice blocks. So we should be okay to get that built. This is one of those ones that I said uses a lot of science. And then the repair station, which looks like it's based on the old bot assembler. And that we've got the resources to build. So we're good there. So not so bad. On top of that, I want to get built, ideally, another small machine brain or two. And where is it? Not you. Not you. One second, folks. Bear with me. I think it may unlock once we've got the oil well built. Actually, we need the oil pump, which looks like an aquifer. I don't necessarily desperately need that. So I would like to get those built. I would really like to get the auto chem lab built, which predominantly is a load more nano machines. I'm just going to do a quick stockpile actually of what I think we need to get. We need the gnawing tent. So that's 15. I think we're okay for the carbon fibers because we want the gnawing tent. We need some sleeping tents. So we need more plastic panels. So we could probably just let that run. Actually, we want to stockpile. Waiting for scrap mail. Let's get going on nano machines for a bit. We want plastic panels. Plastic panels is kind of important for the various things that we need to build. Are you done? Yeah, you're just building. That's okay. Yeah, we need plastic panels. We need nano machines. We're good for explosives, I think. That it. Plastic panels, nano machines. Yeah. That's the main thing. There may be more more of the iron and copper. But really a lot of nano machines. How are we doing? Yeah, we're full on nuclear waste as well. So let's come in here. Throw that in. Can they reach that? They can. Prioritize those. And maybe we'll do a bit more strip mining. be okay to mine that out. That shouldn't flood. Cool beans, 210. I think we just keep going on the nano machines for a bit, actually. Actually, we've got enough. Are they running at? Yep, they run one of those. And then switch to those. 250 nano machines. We're nearly full on nano machines. So can I path over? Can. Awesome. So robot buildings, fabricator. If I do, where are the power connections on the fabricator? Let's just put that down. Power. Where are your power connections? Just on those corners. Okay, so if I in there, that should be okay. Fabricator. If I did that, it should connect up, but it won't let me. So pause that. Power. Do that. Do that first. And then where's the path on that? Path there. Yeah, the entrance to that is there, so I can't do that. So, fabricator. Can't do that. Okay. I could do that. And then not super efficient. I could do that. Yeah. I think it'll be okay, but I'm just going to do that. And actually, learn from your past mistakes, sir. Do that. And then do that, and you're closer to the resources then. Do that. Cool. We want a repair center. Where do you have power connections? You have power connections on all four corners. You don't have power connections on all four corners. We could do that and that. We need to build the fabricator. You're already consuming science. Are you? No, you're not consuming science already. You're consuming science already. You don't need to be running. So we've got all the resources to build that. We can just get her done. And we're going to try and stockpile some plastic pals? Question mark? Or do we try and stockpile some of those first? Good question. Well asked. I like your thinking. So the other buildings that I want to build. I want more nano machines. I can build more nano machines. Let's make more nano machines. Because I want to make more brains. Can you please harvest more frickin' pine resin? I'm going to pause the fabricator as soon as it comes up. Oh, we need more ice blocks. Nothing to harvest. Okay. You can. So let's unpause you. Get to work. Yeah, get to work. You're doing ice block harvesting as well. Cool. That one. Okay, so we just need ice blocks to build both of those. Lots of ice blocks. Okay. And we've got 5 days left on the bunker. Okay. So if I wanted to build this, so this needs to sit in bad water, but also needs a power connection at the back. It's a bit of a pain. So I kind of just went with the just accept that it's a bit of a pain to connect up. Predominantly, I'd just like to get the building built before we run out of access to easy resources. This one is not part of the tutorial. The reason that I think it's a good idea to build is it gives you access to explosives, plastic panels, nuclear fuel, and the carbon fiber fibers. Carbon fiber, whatever. The things. It's been a long day, folks. It's been give me a rest. Oh, they put a little thingy in it. I hadn't noticed that. It does explain why it explodes. That's kind of cool. But the nano machines are in for that. So we also need nano machines to run the repair. But I would also like to get enough nano machines to build at least 1, if not 2 more find your words. Machine brain thingies. But I think what we're going to do now is run a few cycles of this guy because we need more copper and iron. So let's do that. I've actually got some science stockpiled. While we've got that, now would probably be a good idea to unlock the sleeping tent. Let's just unlock it. We can build it later. That's unlocked now. Sure. Oh, it's a flag, isn't it? Yeah. We haven't quite got enough for the sulfur mining one, but once we do, we'll do that. We need to place some more nuclear waste. Can they reach that? They can. Okay, that's fine. We can't afford to be wasting any of those. That to be happening. That to be happening. And we're going to come over here. Here. And storage. Throw in a couple of those. Those in. I'll deal with our nuclear waste. I made the mistake in one of my earlier ones of placing and deleting the nuclear waste drums. And then later on you need nuclear waste, so it's like, you should probably keep that. That's nearly done. We just need some ice blocks. Getting there, folks. We getting there. And if I went over here, I guess, and threw in a couple of gatherer flags, we'd get some ice blocks out of there. They've refilled. Have we put in most of? That's good. That's taken care of. That's taken care of. We've got that. We've got the scrap metal. We've got that. So let's do some more plastic block thingies. And let's put in. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 of those. Right, so we got 26. That doesn't need plastic blocks, so that's okay. Gonna let us keep 12 beavers alive by putting 3 tents. So that's why I'm doing that. Power-wise, if I'm organized enough, okay, let's do one of these. That'll give us a bit of a boost in our power. At some point we are going to have a drought. Short of? What are we short of? Oh, we're making plastic panels. That's okay. So that's up and done, but we're going to pause it. We've now got 30 science, so we're going to put in the steam vent thingy. Because we are going to need some of this. That's just logs, so that's okay. Let's get that finished, because they've got all the resources to make that. How many plastic panels do we need for all the tents? We've got enough for that. So we're good. We need planks to make that. We could get this to make planks, but it eats science. So once we've got enough science, we're going to unlock the gnawing tent. And I think probably we should try and make 4 tents if we can. Let's also think about putting in a breeding pod. That, and now I think we have access to this guy. We are going to need power for it, but I think what we could maybe... No, we can't bring power from there. We could bring it all the way round. No. I need a storage for those, don't I? They go in. They go in a pile. Have I got any spare piles? No. So let's do a small pile. Put you there. You can be plastic panes. Prioritize you. And I think we want a few more of those. Let's rip all of that out. We've got 130 explosives left, so that's good. And plastic panes left. We need some nuclear waste, okay. Let's prioritize those. And we can gain some nuclear waste by deleting those. And that's why I've been storing it, because, you know, you kind of need to. We've got 18 plastic panes. We've got 3 days left on the bunker, but we've only got 7 nuclear fuel left. Or 4. So we've got 18 plastic panes left. That uses 6. That is good. That's good. So have I got enough to put in? That uses 8, so I have got enough to put one there. And then I can connect that round, so that's good. So I need to now switch to nano machines for the rest of the fuel. And make as many nano machines as I can. And I'm going to put in another store just in case we do better than I think we will. I've got an amount of copper. And that just needs planks. We can now unlock the gnawing tent. That can be used to make the planks, and that doesn't take up science, which is good. They just need nuclear waste to go in them. Got 2.7 days to go. Why are you... Oh, you're full. Okay, so what we need to do is tweak this. No, add in... Yeah, output greater than... Let's go for 15. Script Control C or Control V, save script, or Control V, less than, let's go for 8, pick a number, any number, discard, close, save and close, copy. Bosh, that will free up some beavers for us, which is a good thing. Come on. 1 tent done. Cool. We've got 115 nano machines, which is also very cool. Scrap metal in a pretty good place. So you don't have any rules. You're about to if scrap metal greater than, let's go 25. Pause, save, duplicate, invert, script, 20, save, save, close. Copy, no. Press the right button. It'll help. Copy. Copy. Cool. Let's get someone helping you out. Let's build more builder flags. Because, you know, builder flags are buildable. You can come do a thing. Cut down some more trees or whatever you do, you know. 2 tents built. Awesome. Nearly 200 nano machines, so we could actually put in another brain already. You need to have path connected to you. So, I don't know if it's a double path. I don't think it is. No. You're nowhere near built yet, so you're no use to me. Robot buildings, brain. Do that and that, because I do want to build 2 of them. I don't know if we'll get to building 2 of them, but I would like to. Where else can we easily strip mine? Guess there's no harm in ripping that bit out if I can get to it. Few days left. I'm going to slow down a little bit. So we've got our 4 tents. That gives us accommodation for a reasonable number of beavers. We could really do with getting that built. We are going to need the ability to get bad water, which we get from this, which is a flag. Yep. So we'll throw that in. $275. Almost got enough nano machines to build our thingies, and we've got the resources to do it. Just got enough nuclear fuel. Awesome. Have we got? Yeah, I think we might be okay, folks. I think we might be okay. We might survive. We will see. We will see. This is such a tough game mode, I find. You might find otherwise, but for me, I found it quite tough. So yeah, to run this, we need fishies, bad water, and nano machines. So we do need to get this built. Thankfully, we've got some plastic panes left. We do have some carbon fibers, so we could build more tents if we want. I guess the question is, which tent do we build? Is the chemistry tent the interesting one? We can't build the bot tent. We're so far off of that. The chemistry tent is potentially interesting. Could we build both of those? We actually could. I'm going to put those in. In time, we're going to need more advanced methods. But this might help keep us going, is my thought, while we're so low on science. Like it'll let us be able to build power and that kind of thing. So we can make small amounts of nano machines, which is good. With this, we can make explosives, for example, because it's fish and oil. And once we've got this built, we can get oil. We're going to need to be able to power it, but I think we can manage that in time. Because my plan is to run this all the way round. I mean, I guess probably I should be building some of this out of solid. Yeah. I think I should. I should be building that, that, and that out of solid. And then put that on there. I think 310 nano machines. That's pretty awesome. We need to. What have we got in here? What we got stored in here? We've got. So if I switch that to that, that should pull all of those resources out, I think. It says we've got a nuclear fuel in there. Is that right? Yeah. Are we full on nano machines? No. So maybe we can make another batch of nano machines. I'm going to let that run. Honestly, nano machines were such a problem in terms of like shortage. So I'm going to let that run and see if it spits them out. One. What's it missing? That's just full on nuclear waste. Okay, so we can manage that with building a couple of those guys. We'll just pause that for a second. Nano machines, I think, have gone into, so there's some in there. Pause that for a second. They've gone into those two. And we're now producing more science. Tents. We want the chemistry tent. Yes, please. Takes 9. We've only got 15. Oh, damn it. We can fabricate a few, I think. We'll see. We'll see if we can manage it, I guess. We've got 1 day left. We are out of everything useful, so let's switch it to that. And hopefully they will pull out the copper nuggets and the other stuff. This, we are just waiting on ice blocks. And in terms of the power grid, we are a little bit low, but not awful. But we don't need, I'm pretty sure we don't need. Why is that not connected in? Okay, I'm short of copper now. Oh. If I wanted to make copper, I need those. So we're going to pause you. If I wanted to make copper from you, I need copper nuggets, which I've got. So Bosch, we'll pause you. And we want to go power. That should do it, because that has power. Okay. Supply and demand. Okay, the supply is way out. The demand is way outstripping the supply. But if we get that built, then we can make use of some beavers in here. Let's come in here, build a flag, pause, 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 pause. That should help. That's better. Have to wait for them to bring the resources, so we'll prioritize it by haulers because it takes them freaking ages. One of the many frustrations is it's eating science while it waits for resources. Come on. Someone bring some freaking copper nuggets over, please. I want nuggies. Bring me nuggies. Anyone. Anyone. Bueller. Bueller. Pause it for now. We'll stockpile some science while they do stuff. That one is waiting for planks. That is on the wrong thing. That should now slowly produce planks. This is waiting for copper bars. That has just blown up and the game crashed. And I know why that is. So I'm back. We've gone back in time ever so slightly. I've gone back to the last autosave, essentially. We're going to earlier make the switch to planks over here. I've removed automation. So automation seems to work with the FrostyWhiskers, except for the point where the bunker explodes. So bear that in mind. I'd forgotten that that happens. It seems to be a thing. It's fine. We carry on. We've used up the last of the nuclear fuel, so we will switch that. We will remember we don't have enough carbon, what are they? Carbon fibers to make the other tent. So I'm not going to place it I know, is that cheating? Not really, I don't think. That's going to get made. What were we trying to make in here? More thingies. So have I made at this point? I have made that. Cool. Yeah. So let's get the other brain made, which they're making. We'll hopefully get this emptied out, which we haven't quite, which we have. Awesome. Got the tents. I just need to pay attention, I think. I don't want to get rid of the bunker until the last minute, really. I have the problem now that I've lost automation. So let's pause a few of these buildings. Because we don't need all of them up and running and active. No, you can be paused. How's that got us looking? The other thing that we haven't done at this point is connect that up. So let's do that. That will help. Please and thank you. We are going to need to make... What do we need? What do we need? To finish this, we need the 20 planks. And I'm just going to have to let this grind away slowly at planks for a bit, I think. I could just get this to make planks, but it eats so much science that I really don't want to. This, we need a couple of copper bars. So let's see if we can encourage the beavers to come do copper bars, please. So let's unpause it. We have the copper nuggets. We just need them to bring them over. And pay attention to the countdown timer this time. And not get completely massively distracted. We're in a better place for science than I was previously, which is nice. It would just be nice if they would bring over these darn copper nuggets to be able to run the fabricator. That would be wonderful. Before I run out of science, you know? No, I guess not. We'll let them do all the. We'll let them do everything else until that point, I guess. So what I'm going to do now is, so we need to turn this on to control the bots. This is where science starts to get interesting, folks. We are going to need a district center. We're going to need a new district center. So I'm going to delete those. We're going to come in here. We're going to get our district center flag. I am going to place it so that it is relatively close to the important buildings, being the charger, the control tower, and the repair center somewhat. What we then want to do is come in here, migrate your population. Do we really only have six? Yeah, that's right. Do we really only have 6 beavers? No, it's 6 bots. 6 bots, 17 beavers. Our bot brewing bucket is doing its thing. This guy we can not pause yet, but it's full, so let's pause it, I guess. We'll try and keep an eye on that. And that's okay. So if they come fly, there's one more beaver now, so let's migrate you. See, this thing does spawn beavers, and then we can delete you. We get a few more bits and a great big hole. Now we can take advantage of technology. We have logs, so we'll use logs. Actually, what we could do, I'm going to cheat this time. Last time I took advantage of technology. This time I'm going to cheat. If it offends you, tough, I guess. It's a game mechanic. We can make use of it, you know. So there should be everything in there. Yep. Some people don't care about this. I vary as to whether I like using this technique to move the rubble. But on this occasion, I am going to move the rubble. We actually got 5 nuclear fuel out of that, which is quite nice. So, yeah. Did we get any copper out of it? That would have been nice. Some copper would have been lovely. We did not. We have an copper. So that's a little bit annoying. Unless we put it in. No, we did not put it in here. So we do need some more copper. But as I said, I'm going to let them build everything they can build in advance. We are going to need a couple more platforms. Like so. And then we'll make the missing bits that we need, which are the copper. So, but we are at the point where we need more things running because we need to be able to recharge the bots now. You will notice that we have a cold beaver over here. We have some homeless beavers. Do we have enough? No. We have some cold beavers. They're gonna die, folks. Hypothermia is a thing. Now, probably what I could do is now save and reload and add in automation. And I'm going to do that. Makes my life easier. Okay, I've added automation back in and I've done a bunch of quick updates to the automation stuff to try and tidy things up because obviously I lost it all because I removed it. I'm going to say something potentially unpopular at this point. I don't know. One thing I don't like about this mod, you might have watched me start this and think that it seems easy to start. I don't know. I feel like there's maybe only 1 or 2 ways you can start this. It feels very prescriptive as to how you have to do things with how you start a game. I'm kind of confused as to why they're not bringing this stuff over. In my previous testing, builders acted as haulers. I'm going to try something. If you guys will haul for me. Yeah, okay. You will haul. Okay. Fair enough. As long as you make my copper bars, I don't care. So we only need to make a few copper bars and we'll be good. The power grid is obviously struggling a little bit. And that kind of is what it is. You know, we will get that in a better place. So get these copper bars built. That will let us get that power. Actually, we need a lot of copper bars, so maybe we'll let that run for a bit. If we've got the science to do that. Because we then need to put in a load of power connections. So, whilst we slowly grind out planks, and it is very slowly, until we can produce more beavers, and that is until we can house more beavers. So what we need to do now is start the process of bringing this round ever so slowly. Slowly makey slowly thing. And then we'll have to do some iron bars as well, I guess. You know, because that's how it works. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. So we need to do one more batch. And then we'll be good. We have got enough iron, which is also good. We will need more to connect around to here. So that's not so good. But maybe by then we'll have the other bit hooked up and we can run the... we can make some fibers and get the tent made, and then we won't be so dependent on science. We'll just be dependent on beaver labor. Which is not a bad thing, you know. But we are now at the point where we're out of science. Huzzah! So we'll see if we can. Let's pause this. We'll stockpile some science. This is the problem that I mentioned about getting kind of stuck / soft locked. And I did end up in a much worse position before. In that I lost most of the bots, because if you can't repair and refuel or recharge the bots, they seem to die off much quicker. And I don't know. That's what I'm assuming anyway, that was the problem. So it almost feels like it would make sense for us to switch the bots over to be in these general flags. Because these can build and haul. So yeah. Let's get a little bit of science stockpiled up. And have I got that thing running? So it's been built, yeah. So we can probably pause that for now. That gives us a couple of beavers back, which means we can probably generate a bit more power. And in the morning, we will have a run at another batch of cabling. Which would be good. How are we doing for plankage? We've got 7 of 20. We are a ways off yet, folks. We are a ways off yet. But we've got a drought approaching. Our very first drought. I do like easy mode for that, I've got to say. I do like easy mode for that. So come on, we're getting there. We're getting there. Finger on the pause button. Pause. There we go. So that's got that hooked in, which means the power grid is now generating quite a bit more power. It's generating almost enough power, so we'll have one beaver grinding in there, and that means we've got some spare beavers finally. Huzzah! Which means we can produce planks a bit faster. All part of the process, folks. It's all part of the process. And I think, therefore, I wonder if we want to try and churn out a batch of nano machines fairly soon. Or if we try and have a run at some more resources. So we need to run power all the way around here, which I know is not very efficient, but is required. So we have most of what we need for that. So you have nothing to do with your hands, which is fine. Which is also weird because I'm pretty sure you have, because I've put some dodgy rules in, so I'm just going to pause. My automation of those was not brilliant, so yeah. You have nothing to do, so repeat the process. Fine, it's fine. We are getting low on trees to cut down. Reasonable amount of that stocked up. What do we need for the forester flag? 100 each. Okay, oh well. We'll get there, we'll get there. You, there. It's much more complex as well, building a power grid. But yeah, as I was saying, and it's not to knock the mod at all. I think it's just the nature of the nature of the mod creators mods. I think they tend to lock you into a relatively linear start. And you know, in that you need certain key mods to, or certain key resources to start. I'm going to, because we're currently limited to housing for, we've got 16. So it's just they're getting cold by the end of the day. And we can mitigate that once we've powered this. So I think what I'm going to do at this point, we've got enough scrap metal, is do a run of the resources we need for that. Got the science for it. Are we out of fish? No. Okay. Why is everyone thirsty? Go eat. They resolved that. Thirsty. I'm confused. Very confused. Because before they didn't have thirst. I'm confused. Sleep, shelter, cold. Okay. Flags, fish, basic need. Basic need, hunger. Okay. So why were they getting rid of thirst when they were in there? Eat, cold. Okay, so we need a cooking tent by the looks of it, folks. Pretty darn desperately. Thankfully, we can make one. Cannot unlock cooking tent, not enough science points. Okay, we need 20 science points. New priority, folks. So what was taking care of their thirst before? You get paused. That does thirst. Fish oil. I don't know what that. So we're going to need a little bit of gasoline. So we are going to need to hook power up for that as well. Okay. We are in a little pickle, folks. We are in a little bit of a pickle. We have the bots. So, you know, we'll be okay. Be okay. We will be able to repopulate. Things are just not wonderful. We still need to run that through once. So I'm going to let that run through because we do still need the oil. So pause. Yeah. B, U, and U. Then we need tents. Cooking 10. We need 20 science. Okay. So let's let that build up. Why are you sat doing now? I don't think I can worry about that at the moment. Crank that up and prioritize it. Although they all get cold now, so, you know, that kind of a thing. And we're out of power. So we really need some beavers alive. It's only the drought's almost over instantly, but it's not good, folks. It's not good. It's a learning process. It's a learning process. It's some sort of process, you know. I did never get to this point that it seemed to be a problem in my previous testing. Don't know why. Yeah. Don't know. Place oil well, place geothermal. We've done those. I think that's kind of broken. Give me science before all our beavers are dead. I'm really worried that... I know you can be bots. Cool. Oh, this is bad. Because the bots are all tired as well. So, oops. Oopsie daisy. You are... Oh, no, you consume... No, you don't consume science. So you can run for a bit to generate some oil. You cook the fish. Yeah, because it's fish that we're trying to cook, isn't it? Yeah. I'm assuming that we're going to start having beavers die soon from thirst. Here's what it is, folks. It is what it is. We learn. We learn. You know, we're out of nano machines, which also sucks. Does this have nano machines in? It does not. Okay. So we have many problems. We have many problems. Can I get to 20 science? Get me to 20 science, please, game. If I don't look at the screen, I'm sure it's fine, right? Come on. Come on. It was almost there. Come on. 20. Yes. Bosh. Then what we need to do is generate some nano machines. This is going to be the highest priority workplace and the highest priority job. Oh, we need plastic panes for it. You're kidding me. In theory, we can do this. Bye. Get rid of that. Sorry, beavers, but For your survival, you need a different kind of tent. This is the highest priority job you've got to do. Then we need that to run on nano machines. Because otherwise the bots are going to die. They're not going to die. Well, they are going to die. And we really don't need the bots to die as well as the beavers. So that could be a bot. No, it's a beaver only job. Okay. That could be a problem. We have 1 beaver and 8 incapacitated beavers. Please, one of you be alive in the morning to cook some frickin' fish. Let's prioritize it. We have 1. Can we do anything to recover this? Paused. We have 1 beaver, so probably not. We will rebuild them. Problem we have is that we need to instantly be making the soup. So paused. You can play. Anything that's got a beaver in it that's not the cooking tent is paused. Probably need to go through and disable the automation on everything as well. Well, I didn't think that I'd be doing a colony wipe recovery on here. But here we are, folks. Come on, make some soup, buddy. Make some soup. You need ice blocks. You don't have ice blocks, okay? Who can get us some ice blocks? You're going to be a bot. You're going to be a high priority. Cool. Come on. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. We've got a beaver brewing as well. So, you know. Here's the potential. We've got some nano machines brewing. So, hopefully we don't lose too many bots in the process. How many ice blocks does he need to make 3? Okay. Buddy should get that straight away. Yep. Someone go get the ice blocks. Awesome. Bring the ice blocks back. Cook the soup. Cook the soup. Everyone chant, cook the soup. That feels like a thing we would do. We really have 3 beavers left. I mean, that does mean that the soup should last quite a long time. So now, you're still thirsty. Why did you not have the soup? You are not a thirsty beaver. Awesome. So we have potential for recovery. Oh, I didn't need this, folks. I didn't need this. We've almost got the nano machines made. So, yeah, turns out you need your soup, folks. You need your soup. I think the next thing I'm going to build, because cold is proving to be a problem for our beavers, is we're going to throw in a couple of those. I'm going to pause that because we've got some amount of oil now. That will speed up the nano machine nanoing. Once we get a little bit more science again. Got a few ice blocks, so let's pause you. Nano machines were made. So that's that done. Alright, you have got all of that. So let's let that brew for a bit. What do we need to do? We need someone doing a small amount of ice harvesting. So let's do that. And you can do that. That'll be fine. You're going to get repaired. You'll be fine. How are we for power? We're actually pretty good. The science will come back up. We're okay for bad water. That's good. The water is going up, or the soup. Kind of embarrassing that I think I said they don't need water in the first video. And boy, was I wrong. But that's good. So I guess what we could do is if district stock of sad soup is greater than 20, we will pause, save, duplicate, invert, script. Let's make that 15, save and close. So that'll be that one. We're going to be having to do a bit of micromanaging, I think. Yep. I really want to try and get to this guy, to big brain territory. But that needs 200 science. And we've also just lost Ironbot 2. I guess because of lack of repairs. So it looks like we could do with running another cycle of nano machines. So let's see if we can do that. We've got the resources we need. We just don't have the science. Genuinely, folks, if you've played through this and you have, if there is something I'm missing for generating science, bar the fact that I'm, running them at 94% power, please let me know what I'm missing, because I've really struggled with science on all of the times that I've played this. It's been really a kind of sticking point all the way through. And it really kind of hampers the progress, because now I feel soft locked for science. Everything that I think I need to progress, I think I need science for. Now I could be wrong, and I am happy to be told that I'm wrong. I'm very, very happy to be told that I'm wrong on this front. Clearly, I was wrong on the old sad soup problem. So yeah, very happy to be told I'm wrong on other fronts. We could do with another ice field to be harvesting. What are your rules set up as? We might re-enable this one. Let's just edit these and add in a where's district stock of ice blocks? I think that's the right one. Let's discard that and close that and check. Actually, we've got 30 of them, but yeah. So if district stock of ice blocks greater than, let's go for 30 for now. Pause, save. So we do script, not 39. Less than 1. Let's do less than 1, or not caps lock, or I can type greater than 30. Save, turn it on, discard, close, delete, duplicate, invert, script. Let's go 20. Save and close. So you'll come back on as needed. You're 20% of the way through, which is good. You're 84% of the way through to getting us some more nano machines, which is good. We will pause one of you. Power-wise, we're okay. Just need more science, and this is the problem, to say, that I've had almost continuously playing this, that I'm almost constantly out of science. And yeah, it's like these this uses 5 nano machines when every 5 hours when it's active. And that's just so much, or it feels so much. So yeah, I feel stuck, genuinely. I mean, in here we could run this, I guess. We could generate some more carbon. I mean, we've got enough carbon fibers now to build the chemistry tent, which would unlock a bunch of stuff for us. And maybe we do that once I've got more science. We can unlock the log shack. If I come in here, actually, let's go here because I can look at the recipes. We've got sad soup and sad soup. They seem... Oh, one uses the bugs instead of the fish. Okay. And we get fish oil. How do we get fish oil from petroleum? I'm not going to ask. Let's make the chemistry tent. We've got, and we can't quite make it. We almost can. Once we've got the science, we can. I feel like once we've re-established our beaver population, maybe, but see, making beavers needs nano machines. And that needs the big fabricator to run, which needs science. It feels to me like the science payout is too small. But maybe I just don't understand something. If I sound a little bit frustrated, it is a little bit frustrating. Maybe I just need to invest in building another small machine brain. But I fear that that would end up with us losing bots as we struggle to repair everything. Maybe we can do it in batches. Once we've got a few more beavers, you generate more power. Because we need to power... This guy is... What was it? 250. So we need to be able to run this at essentially full power. And I don't think we can. So, you know, this we should automate. So if district stock bad water greater than, let's go 12. Pause, save, duplicate, invert, script, 8, save and close. I'm not sure where our one beaver is working. I'm gonna guess we could. Can beaver work on this? Get the copper we need. And make the chemistry hut. But we still need a supply of nanomachines. We can't ignore that we need nanomachines. So, and I guess if we just decided to bin off bots, we wouldn't have to run the network. But that feels against the point of the faction. So let's hit another cycle of nanomachines. Maybe we can just stockpile enough nanomachines to build another brain. Whilst at the same time trying to get the 30 science we need for the chemistry tent. I don't know. And trying to keep beaver production going. We probably need another, realistically, I think we need another one of these. Because we've just decimated, no, we've not decimated our population. We've destroyed our population. So let's get another breeding pod going to try and recover our population after our little soup incident. I am sad because of the soup. But maybe we can slowly build up the nanomachines. But, you know, it's instantly destroyed any science we had stockpiled. But we now have 50 nanomachines. We need 150. But, hey, maybe we can get there. And keep our supply of bots alive. So, let's just keep plodding away, keep churning, and we'll see how we get on. I feel this is a good point to end, folks. Partly because I feel I'm getting a little bit negative, and I don't want to. So, as the sun rises on day 8 of cycle 2, I have questions for you. How do we make more science? Because science is important. If the mod creator is watching, or if someone else who has played this mod more extensively than me is watching, how do we get more science? It feels to me like science soft locks the game. If I am doing something wrong, please tell me. I want to showcase this mod. It is entirely possible that I do not understand how I am supposed to be playing this faction. I think I've been through all of the buildings, and the only thing that I can see that generates science are the brains. And to get to the next one, we need to stockpile 200 science, and I can barely stockpile 20. So is there something I'm missing? I can't see relics on the map. I don't know if that's a feature of this map or if the mod removes relics. It's I've tried a few maps and they don't seem to be on there. Science is such an important resource on here, and I don't seem to be able to acquire it rapidly enough to progress. So I am open to your suggestions, folks. I will be back with more of this in a few days' time. So please put your comments and suggestions below. As I said at the start of this video, if you commented on the first episode, I have not even edited that to this point. I'm about to edit both videos. I hope you are enjoying this. We survived our first significant incident of everyone nearly dying. And we will recover. The recovery might be slow, I guess. I just wanted to check if... Yes, we have petroleum in here. Awesome. These will help keep the beavers working through the day, because when they get cold, they stop off there and re-warm themselves. We can probably... Let's switch that to that guy. Who generates some of those, because that will be useful as well for moving power around. But yeah, at the moment, my strategy is to try and get another 100 nano machines stored up and get another small brain. If we can get that, get some more power generation going on. Maybe we build a crappy wheel this side, somewhere where we're going to get enough power. That might be tricky to transfer the power across. Somewhere, and try and get more science going. That seems to be the key to me. It seems to be the key. There's a song in there somewhere. Yeah, I know, I'm rambling. Thank you to the patrons and the YouTube channel members. I will see you all next time.